Hello everyone, what's up and welcome back to Windbreaker. This is season 2, episode 4. I'm going into this video. It's been difficult for me to sit down and do this video because I've been kind of sick lately with a bit of a stomach bug. And so it doesn't really affect that much, but it's just, you know, it's just you're always a little sick at all times. And so, you know, it's been an annoying few days, the last few days, and it's been varying levels of difficult to make my videos. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to do this video today at all. I mean, still, even now, who knows if halfway through this video I'm not gonna be able to continue. But I think I'm good. I think I'm good to record this video right now. I think the hardest part is actually starting doing the video. So yeah, but I'm just saying that at the top of the video just to let you know if anything happens, if there's any edits in the video, or if I have to pause it for a second, or if there's any loss of energy, or if it's shorter than normal. That's probably why. It's not a great time for me right now. Anyway, it's time for Windbreaker. The last episode was kind of the conclusion to the Keel arc, where essentially we saved our boy. Or our boy's boy, really. And we had that really cute, like, Okaidi scene at the end that, like, made me cry, I think. I think it's in my videos where I cry playlist now. I think I legitimately cried. It was a great episode. So let's jump into episode 4, see what's happening. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. It's just an extra way to support me, and it gets you extra content for the channel. So let's jump into this. This is Windbreaker Season 2, Episode 4. At least people are in a good mood. Yeah. Yeah, that would be quite a bit of oversleeping. What happened? Is this an episode where the bros are all gonna go over and take care of him? Like in a rom-com where you generally have the sick episode. Yeah, I thought so. I thought everyone would be like, let's all go to his house! Oh my god. Jesus. I mean, you can knock on the door. That's because the doorbell's not working. Is he here? This is a shithole. Possibly. There's a few assumptions to make. Oh my god. Yeah, you should have just knocked on the door. He might have come and answered it. Oh yeah, he's in a bad shape. Don't make him punch you. It's nice that they're here to take care of him. Yeah, this room's kind of okay, almost. No, get him some. Wow, this is actually really relevant to me right now. Since I was just talking about how I'm sick lately. But I wasn't this bad. Aww. Yeah, I get it, Sakura. I really kind of relate to Sakura in this instance. This is the best time for me to watch this episode. Like, depending on how severe my sickness is, sometimes I truly am just like, everyone, I don't need anything. Like, I know it'll go away eventually. A map. I don't know. I mean, yeah, that would be good. So he doesn't know how to accept the help. That is really wise, actually. I mean, that's good too. Is this... Was that, I forgot what her name is. The cute, awesome girl from the start of the show. Oh, it's so much stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh. He just needed some more water and he has everything he needs. He's not used to having these attachments. He's seeing it as it's becoming his weakness. Is this the girl? Please. Yes! Please give me so much content of her. I like how he's not complaining and he's eating it. Oh, it's great. I like it because she's kind of naggy with him, and I think he kind of needs that. Look, he's feeling more like himself, I think. Oh my god, I love her. That's... No, I mean, that's smart. She's saying it's caused by other people, so get other people to solve it. You don't deserve to eat it if you're not going to let other people help you. Yeah. Yeah. That's so true. God, that's such a sweet scene. I loved that. Oh yes, learn. Excuse me, learn from him. I like that he's actually talking to him about this. This is good. Let him think. Coffee will fix all your problems. I like him just thinking for a second and then continuing to move. Why? He's gonna do a metaphor right now. Get ready for some imagery, baby. It's kind of amazing how much I relate to Sakura.
とっくにバレてると思うがな。なんで俺がだよ。誰だってわかんだろ。
Yeah, you're very easy to read.
この屋上、幽霊が出るらしい。
What?
でも次の日確認しに行くと、ビニール袋とスコップだ。
Right.
勝手にビビっただけじゃねえか。そうだ。
Exactly. You're imagining ghosts, dude.
と思い込んで、ビビってキレ散らかしてるお前を見ても、誰一人お前を拒絶しなかった。俺から見れば、お前の方があいつらのことをちゃんと見ようとしてないだけに見える。
He keeps looking in the mirror instead of looking up at other people.
桜ちゃん。
見てきたままの。信じろ。
Aww.
喋りすぎた。
やるじゃねえか。やろって二人ともすげえ成長してんな。盗み聞きするつもりはなかったんだ。それにして
Now he's embarrassed.
お前ちなみにさっきの話。
Oh my god.
いやー、カジのやつ本当に成長してるな。いいパンチだ。俺だってできないことはたくさんある。ダサくてかっこ悪いこともたくさんする。ここにいる奴らはそんな俺でも受け入れてくれるって。
Yeah.
安心できるからなんだよ。
Everyone's gonna accept you, Mimiya.
誰かができないことは俺がやればいいと思ってるし。だから大丈夫。カジを信じて。
Yeah.
仲間を信じて。思いっきり飛び込んでこい。
Oh, this is great. I hope this is a turning point for Sakura.
あんたもこっちを向きな。
Look up. Yes. Yes.
あのカジが後輩にアドバイスとはね。
You're so proud of him.
嬉しいな、先輩。そうね。
Aww.
こういう話をするときは高くて広い場所がいいんだよ。
Oh. This is a talk they had? Oh. That's really cute. What a great way to end the episode. I just rewatched that final scene again, because that's such a great ending to the episode. Oh my god. This episode impressed me with the writing of several of the things here. Like, this could have been, like, I've seen several episodes of shows that are kind of like this, you know, or very similar to this. Happens a lot, you know, like the main character is challenged with the main thing that's like a flaw in their personality, and it tends to be about not trusting people, some sort of internal flaw that they have related to other people. And they have to, throughout the episode, like, learn from someone to get over it or whatever, right? And, you know, those episodes tend to be good because they're like character introspections, right? But they're not, like, they also tend to, a lot of the time, like, from the start, I go like, oh, it's one of these episodes, okay. And then I'll just like, it'll be as expected from that point on, generally, to me. Like, I don't tend to find those episodes blow me away, but I like them. I just find that they do their job every time. Like, I'm just like, oh, nice, yes, I'm glad we got that moment for them. It's very rare that one of these types of episodes will actually make me go like, holy shit, that was really well done. And like, there's a few, and I think, honestly, the big props to Cloverworks as well, because the adaptation, I feel like, elevated a lot of this stuff. Like that final scene there, the way the ending music is like just going in the background when it's like revealing that is so great. But yeah, there were several things in this episode that I found to be like very, very nicely done. I liked the writing of like Suo talking about like, look, if you were lost and you didn't like know what, you know, you could get one thing to help you. You didn't know how to get out. You can get one thing to help you. What do you want? And then Nire goes, well, I want a smartphone because then I can use maps. I can like figure out my way back home. I can call for help. I can do lots of stuff. And he's like, that's a great answer, except you're only saying that because you know how to use a smartphone. What if you're someone like Sakura? You don't know how to use a smartphone and you are lost and someone gives you a smartphone. Now you're not just lost, you're lost and like frustrated and confused, and you basically have a new problem on your hands. I have to solve how the fuck this thing works that I'm holding on to. It makes the situation almost more stressful. So and that's a really good way to put it, because they're saying like he has friends now. He has people supporting him. He doesn't know how that works. And so like Suo is kind of right when he's like, let's take a step back. Let's get the fuck out of here. Because right now, us being there, even though our heart's in the right place and even though we you know, we can help him, and he should be accepting help from us, even though all of that is the case. Right now, he is sick. He's worried about a lot of stuff. He's stressed out. He's in a bad state. Trying to get him to learn that lesson now, this is not the time. It's not going to work for him now. And I think that's a really wise way to put it. Whether or not it's completely accurate, I don't know. You know, because I feel like then I've forgotten her name and it's very sad, but the cute girl comes in and she does actually tend to provide help, but I'll talk about that in a second. But regardless, I just think it's like really wisely written, and I don't think I've ever seen that specific lesson be taught before in an anime or in a TV show or a movie or anything. I think that's really wise, because look, I watch a lot of TV shows. I watch like a decent amount of media. And I pay attention a lot in especially emotional scenes and character building scenes. Like those are my shit. Those are the things that I focus on, right? So I see lessons out the wazoo of characters learning, you know, to work together, learning to do this, learning to do that. I see so many like wisdoms in TV shows. 95% of them are the exact same sentiments. Like that, just like repeated the same sentiments that every other show does always, right? That's not a bad thing. The reason that's the case is because there's only so much you can kind of say about a subject. And so a show like going over a lesson that every other show's gone over as well, I don't think it's a bad thing, and I've never let it bother me. It's never really bothered me when shows are doing that, right? And I mean, you can watch on my channel, you can probably like make a compilation of me reacting to the exact same lesson in a bunch of different shows, and pretty much every time I'm like, oh yeah, teach him that, you know, like I'm getting engaged with it. And it's because it doesn't bother me, because it's about different people learning those lessons. It's not about the lesson itself necessarily. And also sometimes you can get slightly different perspectives on it. However, it's very rare that I feel like there's something that I go, I don't know if I've seen someone make this point before. And this show did that with that. So like that Suo scene was an interesting point that I like just hadn't considered. And I like when I hit those moments, I'm like, whoa, this show is like approaching a new thing. That's interesting. So I really liked that. And then yeah, the girl came in and she took care of him a bit. Now I was gonna say, like, I feel like he is more accepting of her help. One, because he'd gotten some more rest at that point. Two, because like he had started to warm up a little bit more to the idea of people helping, just by like, he ran out of water. It was like, oh shit, I need something. Opened the bag and saw that the stuff is there, or for him already and had all their messages on it. And so like he at least was like, well, thank God this is here, you know, like I don't have to go out and deal with that shit. So like he had opened himself up a little bit more to people's help after that. 3, because she came in with like hot food that was like really nice food right away and just put it in front of him. Like at that point he's so hungry, he can smell the food. It's like, yeah, he like that's, you know, he's gonna turn that down right now. So like at that point he didn't really have a right to say like, okay, I'm eating this, but get the fuck out, you know. But I think also the way she talks to him is very different, because she talks to him like she's on a higher level than him, like she's his mother or his caretaker or whatever. She nags him like just a little bit, but she nags him, and I think it's really what he needed, because I think it's probably much easier for him to accept help when it's not like, oh hey, we're friends and we're going out of our way to do this or whatever, and rather like, hey, you fucking idiot, what the fuck are you doing? Like, stop being dehydrated, drink this stupid water, you idiot. Like, if you're doing that to him, then he feels like he's putting you out by not doing what you say, you know? And I think that like that kind of works for him. And like also the fact that she talks to him so casually, like it's another day, you know, like she doesn't treat him differently. She's coming into the apartment and is actually looking around it and going like, hey, this place is a piece of shit. Like, she's not being overly nice, she's being nice with her actions, she's being nice with what she's doing, but she's treating him normally, so he doesn't feel as much like, you know, things are different. So I think that helps him a lot as well, and that's why he'll be more open to accepting what she's saying. So then when she says that stuff, he takes it in, and then he goes, well, Kaji can help me with that, and then goes to Kaji. So yeah, I loved that, but like, and I think Sakura, I relate to him quite a lot, even though I'm not like him, I don't think, but I relate to many things that he feels. The like constant fear that other people are going to reject you, yes, I relate to that a lot. The you know, being sick and just being like, I just, you know, it's fine, I'll deal with it myself or whatever, like I do relate to that. You know, his wild emotionality, I relate to that. Like there's lots of stuff through him that I relate to quite a lot. I'm way more comfortable and open about the fact that I'm a very emotional person. I'm actually quite happy that I'm an emotional person. I like that about myself. Sakura is not. Sakura does not like that he's so emotional. So that's a different thing. But that's fine, because I think it's really nice that I can relate to him, even though he's like, he feels quite different in energy to me. But yeah, I mean, my favorite fucking part of the episode was that ending. That's so brilliant. Kaji and Sakura have the conversation. Like, we have Sakura asking Kaji for help, and he goes, and he thinks, and then he like just walks over, buys coffee. Then he thinks, and then walks over upstairs, gives him the coffee, says, we need to have a talk on a rooftop, wide open spaces help with whatever, right? And then sits down and starts chatting with Sakura, and then they have that whole talk, and it's really great. And then, you know, Umemiya and Hiiragi, right, are watching the scenario play out. Umemiya says to Hiiragi afterwards, like, hey, are you proud of him? And Hiiragi goes, yeah, kinda. And then they show that just probably a year or two prior, Kaji was in the same position, and like maybe it wasn't the exact same problem, but it was probably a very similar problem. And Hiiragi bought him coffee and took him up to the roof and sat him down and gave him like, and talked to him about this. And it's like, and then the episode's called Senpai's Teachings. Like, it's such a sweet idea. Like, Hiiragi taught Kaji, and he was so appreciative that he remembered everything that they did that day, and then he passed that down to Sakura. That's such a sweet detail and so effectively done. So like it's a good concept for an episode, executed spectacularly. I think like it's a good concept to be like, okay, well, Hiragi taught Kaji, and now Kaji's going to teach Sakura. Like, that's solid. That's great. That's a good concept. But the way it played out, we didn't know any of that beforehand. It's a reveal at the end. And the way they reveal it in such a simple manner of just showing Hiragi putting down the coffee and sitting down and saying the, like, you know, tall, high spaces, you know, open spaces are the best for stuff like this. Like, because it's such a, like, when Kaji says it before, I said in the episode, I was like, why? And because I clocked it as I was like, I wonder if there's any any reasoning behind that. I'm sure there's reasoning to him, like, because there's a lot of fresh air around, and because you can kind of get perspective and you can feel more like you're alone. There might be multiple reasons, but it doesn't matter. The reasons why that's the case actually don't matter to the scene. All that matters is you remember that phrase, so that when it comes back in the end, it hits that much harder. Just amazing. That was like such a really, really cool scene. I'm incredibly impressed with that. That's so good. All right. Anyway, that's Windbreaker, Season 2, Episode 4. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.